Hi there, wrestling fans. Welcome to another episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic. Back again, episode 292, right here, Lance Brock. And been doing more episodes again the last few days or so. Hopefully to keep that up, going stronger, more momentum in the future of 360 Wrestling Podcast. Not just 360 Wrestling Fanatic, but hopefully soon we'll have more episodes of the other podcasts as well. Right here tonight, gonna talk about the most recent episode of AEW Dynamite, the go home show for this Sunday's Forbidden Door pay-per-view, and 1 week before the big Blood and Guts episode of Dynamite next week, right here in Detroit. Which, once again, I sound like a broken record, but I will be there live for Dynamite, for Rampage, the Dark Elevation tapings. Hopefully, anyone listening to in Detroit right now, anywhere in Michigan, hopefully will be there at Little Caesars Arena. Or, if you're not in Michigan, hopefully you'll be watching on TBS and TNT, YouTube. Or in Canada, not the Fight Network, TSN. I forgot the Canadian home for AEW there for a second. Or the AEW Plus is it on Fight TV if you're international. So let's get into it. AEW Dynamite, live from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, with Jim Ross, Tony Schiavone, and Excalibur. And we start off with Tony Schiavone in the ring with the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. And unfortunately, he announces that he is not medically cleared for Forbidden Door or Blood and Guts next week. But he announces that he does have a replacement to take on Zack Sabre Jr. this Sunday night at the Forbidden Door pay-per-view. But he says he came from the bad guy entrance, or the tunnel, so he's not gonna tell us who the replacement is. So we'll have to wait till this Sunday to find out who is taking his place in this match, and then we see Zack Sabre Jr. make his way on the entrance ramp. In the first match of the night, trios match, Roppongi Vice and Orange Cassidy representing Chaos take on Will Ospreay and Aussie Open. And it is Orange Cassidy and Roppongi Vice getting the win in this one. And then Tony Schiavone back in the ring once again, interviewing Christian Cage, explaining his actions turning against Jungle Boy last week. And then Luchasaurus makes his way to the ring, but Christian Cage kind of kisses up to Luchasaurus, tells him he's like a son to him, but then Luchasaurus leaves the ring with Christian Cage. Interesting to see what's going to happen there, that's for sure. Next up, Malachi Black taking on Pinto Oscuro. Malachi Black picks up the win, getting some momentum for the House of Black in this one. And then we hear from Miro, who will be in the four-way match to determine the first ever AEW All-Atlantic Champion this Sunday night at Forbidden Door. Next match up, Adam Cole joins Schiavone, Excalibur, and Ross on commentary. Is Silas Young. Haven't really heard too much about him since Ring of Honor, taking on Hangman Adam Page. And then Jay White makes his way to the ring and once again says he will not be facing Adam Cole. He will not be facing Hangman Page at Forbidden Door. And Adam Cole and Jay White double team Hangman in the ring. And then we finally see the AEW debut of Kazuchika Okada. And then a little later on, we find out this Sunday at Forbidden Door, the IWGP Championship will be on the line. Jay White defending against Adam Cole, against Hangman Adam Page, and Kazuchika Okada. That's going to be a good one for sure. This Sunday night at Forbidden Door. Definitely a match I am looking forward to. I don't know who would it be. And then in the back we have Tony Schiavone with Jade Cargill, Kiera Hogan, and Soki Halfway, and they're looking for new baddies. And then we come back from the break. We also get an interview with Chris Statlander and Athena. Our next match, Marina Shafir taking on Toni Storm. Storm gets the win. Nyla Rose, who is in the corner of Shafir, attacks Toni Storm. And then the AEW Women's Champion Thunder Rosa makes the save. And then they have a face-to-face. And they'll be facing each other one-on-one this Sunday at Forbidden Door. Thunder Rosa defending against Toni Storm for the AEW Women's Championship. And now it's time for this week's Dynamite main event of the evening. Chris Jericho and Lance Archer taking on Hiroshi Tanahashi and Jon Moxley. Really good match here. Definitely the in-ring debut of Tanahashi. Very good one. If you did not see this match, definitely recommend checking it out. And Moxley and Tanahashi victorious in this main event. Also, but they will be an opponent this Sunday night at Forbidden Door for the interim AEW World Championship. Definitely do not want to miss that. Coming up this Sunday on pay-per-view, Bleacher Report in the US, Fight TV internationally, or your cable provider. And been talking about it. 1 week from tonight, AEW Dynamite Blood and Guts right here in Detroit at the Little Caesars Arena. I'm not sure how many tickets are left, but there are still some, I believe. So anyone here in the Michigan area or close to Michigan, definitely want to check that out. The first AEW Detroit show here in Michigan at the Little Caesars Arena. And if you're in Michigan, not close to Detroit, August 5th, they'll be in Michigan once again in Grand Rapids for Rampage and the taping of Battle of the Belts 3. And that's all for this episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. Hope to be back soon with more episodes, many more episodes. Remember, all the social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and the YouTube, and this podcast, of course, you can listen to the main one, number one, Spreaker. Anywhere else you can listen to podcasts. I don't even know how many, pretty much any where you can listen to podcasts. All those good ones. And any questions, comments, suggestions, the email 360wrestlingpodcast@gmail.com. And if you can support, you don't have to, but if you want to, every little bit helps. It doesn't matter how much, whether it's 25 cents, $25, or $2, $1, whatever. I don't think you can do 25 cents, so I don't know why I said that, but anchor.fm/360-wrestling-podcast 360. I usually put that in the description And until the next episode, I am Lance, and I am a wrestling fanatic.